1. A fiduciary advisor is mentoring a new associate on estate planning. To align with adult learning principles, the advisor should emphasize A. Memorization of tax codes without context. B. Practical case studies showing client impact. C. Rote drills of procedural checklists. D. Passive lecture on regulatory frameworks. 2. When designing curriculum for CTFA trainee workshops, the most effective evaluation method for assessing trust tax compliance knowledge is A. Open book, group discussion. B. Multiple choice quizzes testing definitions. C. Scenario-based problem-solving exercises. D. Oral recitation of statutes. 3. A senior CTFA must train staff on the duty of loyalty. To ensure compliance and communication effectiveness, the best method is A. Sending an email with regulatory excerpts. B. Engaging trainees in role play on conflict of interest cases. C. Posting a policy manual on the intranet. D. Assigning textbook chapters for independent reading. 4. Which of the following aligns with mentoring techniques that promote long-term competency in fiduciary services? A. Frequent correction without feedback. E. Modeling ethical decision-making in client meetings. C. Delivering scripted lectures without interaction. D. Expecting mentees to learn independently. 5. In evaluating learning outcomes for a trust administration seminar, which tool best measures both knowledge retention and application? A. Pre- and post-test comparison. B. Peer-to-peer social interactions. C. Attendance tracking only. D. Completion of reading assignments. 6. When developing CTFA curriculum, which approach ensures learners grasp complex estate tax strategies effectively? A. Breaking topics into small case-based modules. B. Presenting statutes sequentially in a long lecture. C. Avoiding practical applications to save time. D. Distributing tax code excerpts without guidance. 7. To strengthen regulatory compliance training, an advisor should use A. Historical context with real enforcement cases. B. Generalized business ethics materials only. C. Abstract definitions of fiduciary standards. D. Independent self-study without accountability. 8. Which communication strategy is most effective for a fiduciary mentor guiding a team through new trust regulations? A. Top-down directives without discussion. B. Clear interactive dialogue encouraging questions. C. Silent review of written policies. D. One-time announcement during a meeting. 9. Adult learners preparing for CTFA exams are more engaged when A. Content connects directly to their work responsibilities. B. Sessions focus mainly on abstract theories. C. Instructors repeat information verbatim. D. Learning is highly prescriptive without flexibility. 10. Which evaluation method best ensures advisors understand the fiduciary duty of impartiality? A. Case study debates applying rules to real-life family disputes. B. Written definitions submitted at the end of class. C. Instructor-led lectures with no questions. D. Grading memorized fiduciary standards. 11. In CTFA mentorship, which method fosters mentee independence while maintaining compliance? A. Assigning practical case tasks with feedback. B. Giving complete solutions without explanation. C. Directing mentees to rely solely on manuals. D. Restricting mentee participation in client scenarios. 12. When teaching regulatory compliance on anti-money laundering, the best adult learning strategy is A. Demonstrating red flag detection in simulated scenarios. B. Memorizing key regulatory acronyms only. C. Reading lengthy regulations word for word. D. Limiting discussion to theoretical principles. 13. To improve curriculum design for fiduciary training, the instructor should A. Incorporate iterative assessments throughout modules. Provide a single final exam only. C. Avoid learner feedback in course development. D. Rely solely on self-directed study. 14. Which mentoring approach ensures professional growth in CTFA contexts? A. Offering constructive feedback and collaborative problem solving. Delivering generic career advice without context. C. Providing only negative criticism. Avoiding direct engagement with mentee cases. 15. In evaluating CTFA learners, formative assessment is best represented by A. Ongoing quizzes and case discussions during the course. B. A final certification test only. C. Tracking course completion records. D. End-of-term attendance reviews. 16. Which communication method is most effective for explaining tax implications of charitable trusts to colleagues? A. Simplified examples tied to actual client needs. B. Highly technical jargon without context. C. Abstract charts with no explanation. D. Silent distribution of written tax updates. 17. When mentoring, aligning with adult learning principles means A. Encouraging reflection on personal experiences in fiduciary practice. B. Prioritizing rote memorization over practical insights. C. Avoiding active learner engagement. D. Delivering identical instruction regardless of learner background. 18. To ensure regulatory compliance in training programs, curriculum must include A. Integration of case law and enforcement penalties. B. Pure theory without application. C. Abstract discussions without documentation. D. Self-paced reading only. 19. An effective way to evaluate communication training and trust services is A. Role-play exercises where learners explain fiduciary concepts to clients. B. Multiple-choice exams without interaction. C. Silent observation with no feedback. D. Tracking attendance without skill testing. 20. Mentoring CTFA candidates in ethical decision-making is most effective when A. Discussing past real-world dilemmas faced by advisors. B. Reading policy manuals without context. C. Listing rules without scenarios. D. Assigning independent study only. 21. When developing fiduciary compliance workshops, the curriculum should A. Focus on practical application of rules in scenarios. E. Present statutes without interpretation. C. Exclude learner participation for efficiency. D. Rely entirely on final testing. 22. Which evaluation tool best measures a trainee's ability to apply fiduciary principles in real cases? A. Simulation exercises with client scenarios. B. Written multiple-choice recall quizzes only. C. Attendance sheets. D. True or false worksheets. 23. In communication training for trust officers, instructors should emphasize A. Clarity, empathy, and adaptability in client interactions. B. Technical jargon without simplification. C. Legal codes recited verbatim. D. Minimal dialogue to avoid confusion. 24. When mentoring for CTFA exam preparation, the mentor best supports adult learners by A. Connecting study material to workplace case studies. B. Providing unrelated generic study tips. C. Assigning memorization tasks only. D. Avoiding real-world discussion to save time. 25. A CTFA trainer wishes to ensure alignment with curriculum development standards. The most effective step is A. Mapping course objectives to measurable learning outcomes. B. Delivering material without clear objectives. C. Assigning random study materials. D. Limiting course planning to content volume. 26. Which mentoring style best supports CTFA trainee growth? A. Coaching through guided questioning and reflective practice. B. Critiquing without offering improvement steps. C. Withholding opportunities to apply skills. D. Relying solely on written instruction. 27. In adult learning, self-directed engagement is enhanced when A. Learners are given opportunities to solve fiduciary problems. B. Learners are restricted to lecture-only methods. C. Participation is discouraged. D. Feedback is withheld. 28. A communication breakdown occurs when a fiduciary trainer A. Uses jargon without ensuring understanding. B. Encourages open-ended questioning. C. Applies analogies to simplify complex rules. D. Adjusts explanations to learner background. 29. In evaluating fiduciary compliance training, which outcome indicates success? A. Learners demonstrate ability to identify breaches in case scenarios. B. Learners memorize regulatory codes only. C. Learners complete attendance requirements. D. Learners submit written definitions. 30. When designing curriculum for fiduciary advisors, which principle ensures effectiveness? A. Alignment of instructional methods with adult learner needs. B. Reliance solely on regulatory memorization. C. Avoidance of learner feedback loops. D. Prioritizing content volume over quality.